Alright, today I'm gonna be playing a game called Pompeii The Legacy. This is done by a single developer, solo developer, and he said he's going to hire a team to help him make this game even better than it is right now. I played a little bit. It's a pretty good game. It's got some like natural disasters and stuff you got to worry about. You have trade ships that you send out, and the weather can affect the trade ships. So it's kind of a neat little game. But it's your basic city builder style game. So they have Pompeii campaign, sandbox, and creative mode. This is your story mode. This is just freely build with full control, no story, no pressure. This one is unlimited resources, total freedom, just your imagination in the city. We're going to play the campaign mode. So right here you get to pick your family. Each family has a different starting denarii point right here. This one's 5,500, 4,000, 5,000, and 4,500. So the is it Julie or July? There's two eyes. We're just gonna call them Julie family. They are governance and finance. They generate plus 5 denarii per week. Building upkeep costs reduced by 5%. Gain in 500 denarii treasury grant every 2 years. Depot storage capacity increased by 25%. Tax collection continues during unrest. Okay. Then we have the Vidi family, or Vidi family. They're agriculture and fishing. 10% crop yield from all farms. 5% food yield from all gatherers' huts. Farms suffer less impact from pest outbreaks. Fishing outposts is less affected by storms. Farms and fisheries are constructed 20% faster. Then we have the Hokoni family. Trade and shipping. 5% value when trading food goods. Unlocks an overseas trade route earlier. Trade ships move 15% faster across all routes. Reduced risk of ship losses due to piracy. Reduced storm damage to trade ships. And then we have the Flavi family. Arts and entertainment. Research costs for cultural buildings minus 10%. Temples and shrines cost 10% less to build. Decorative objects plus 2 additional environment. Decorative structures cost 10% less to place. 20% radius for temples and shrines. So I'm going to take the Vidi family because I think the agriculture and fishing is going to be important. Even though they give me the lowest amount of denarii to start with, that's who I'm going to start with. Here we get to select our icons and stuff. And as you can see, they have a goat, so we're going to just play as the goat, but I'll show you what they have. They have a wolf, a deer, a bear, a lion, an eagle, and a bull. We are going to pick the goat. So we could change the statue material. Alright, that's what they have in the game right now. I think I like the look of this one best, so I'm going to keep this one. Alright, so flag shape. We have this flag, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and finally we have this one. I'm gonna go with this flag here. Material, it just changes slightly. As you can see, just a little bit of a change in them. I think I like this flag material better. Then we have flag pattern where we could take that off of it. Like put it on, change the way it looks. All right, then we got the eagle. I want to say that's the wolf, but it's hard to tell if that's a wolf. Like looks like a Spartan, but this is supposed to be like Rome. Then we have an eagle here. And we just have a building. That looks like a Trojan. Then we have a deer. Alright, we'll just go with white right there. Alright, we're jumping into the game now. One thing I will say is this game will show off that I do have controller drift on my Steam Deck. Gulf of Naples, 100 CE.
My sons, we are faced with a challenging yet noble task. One that will define the future and reputation of our family. The great Dominus Traianus Augustus, whose wisdom and mercy spread across our magnificent empire, has granted us a great honor. As the father of our family, I have been selected to manage a grand project. The restoration of our beloved city of Pompeii, which lies under the slopes of the majestic Vesuvius. I will lay the foundations and initiate the construction of the city, but it falls upon you, my sons, to complete my work. This is not merely about rebuilding stone walls and marble columns. This is about restoring the spirit of our city, a spirit that has never died, even beneath the ashes.
Alright, choose a location for your servants to build the city hall. Alright. I'm going to put the city hall right here.
To the governor of Pompeii, in these challenging times, I entrust you with the most noble of all tasks. As my personal legate, you are sent to restore the greatness and splendor of our beloved city of Pompeii, which lies in ashes and awaits rebirth from the ruins of its former glory. The fate of Pompeii rests in your hands, and I hope that with your skill and courage, you will successfully lead this mission. By your side will be my loyal subject, Publius Attianus, a man of great fidelity and capability. His experience and knowledge will be of invaluable assistance in this grand endeavor. Trust in him, as I trust in you. To ease the beginning of this journey, I am sending you resources, which you will find essential in the initial days of rebuilding. Use them wisely. Imperator Trajanus Augustus.
To attract workers to the city, we need to have empty houses. We also need shelters for the city's slaves. Plebeians, along with slaves, will arrive by land and sea. Our first mission is to order the construction of 2 shelters for the slaves and 2 insulas for the plebeians.
Alright, so we gotta build 2 shelters and 2 insulas. And by the time those are building, I'm gonna put in some roads. Alright, we got some weather effect going on. You know, get our roads in. We need to spin around and get this road in behind here.
The new houses look nice. Father, but why is everything so muddy here? In Rome, The roads are made of stone.
My son, Rome is the capital of the empire. Here in Pompeii, we're starting from scratch. But don't worry, we'll have proper roads soon enough. First, though, we'll build simple dirt roads since we don't have enough stone for paved ones. Everything in its own time.
The next task is gathering food. Before we can rebuild the city and establish production and trade routes, we must first ensure there is enough food for our people. While accompanying the Emperor of the Pannonian Valley, you witnessed firsthand how an army can sustain itself by foraging for natural resources. That knowledge will serve us well here.
The meadow and the forest are great sources of food. So we will build a gatherer's hut to collect food from the surrounding area for our city.
Alright, so we're building the gatherer's hut right there.
Great job so far, but there is still a lot of work ahead of us. We Romans cannot live on gathered plant produce alone. Our bodies also need meat. Now is the time to build a hunting camp and employ hunters who will supply us with meat.
We'll put a hunter's camp right there. And then make a road around it. I think next it's going to ask me to build another hunting thing. The gatherer's hut, I think. You are supposed to be able to move buildings and stuff. I haven't figured out how to move buildings, but I have used this to demolish them and move them that way.
Our supply of construction lumber is nearly depleted. It's time to establish a production chain that will provide us with enough lumber to continue building the city without interruption. Publius, explain to my sons how we will accomplish this.
To ensure we have enough wood, we will start by sending a few people to cut down trees in the forest. After that, we will build a sawmill that will produce planks from the wood. Finally, we will construct a forester's hut, which will generate wood on its own, so we won't have to keep sending people into the forest.
Alright, so I marked all those trees. We're gonna see people start running down to chop these trees down. I'll get a backside look at these. Alright, so we got 2 trees so far. There's 3 now. And we got 4. Alright, we got 5. I'm gonna cancel it. I canceled it, so I guess these 2 are going to finish their job since they started. Okay. There's my controller drift. Okay, you'll see it. Alright. Got the controller drift to stop now. Gotta build a sawmill and a forester camp. Alright, there's the sawmill. I'll put the sawmill on this side here. Oh. I don't know what that's done. Up and down like that. There we go, we got it in there. Alright, we'll leave it like that right there. Let's go one more. We'll make this a double row. So this away. There we go. That makes it look better. Once the sawmill's done, I can build the forester's can. Put it right beside it here. And once that builds, we'll get our next mission. We will build the sky view. I do like how they got our little goat thing on the city hall there. And our flag is right here. Well, we got rain again. I know once we get a rock quarry, we gotta build it on a mountain or into a mountain.
We're now producing a significant amount of resources, and soon we won't have enough space to store them in the city center. It's time to build a depot, a small storage facility designed to hold both food and various materials.
All right, so we gotta build a depot. Well, I actually wanted to get it in that corner, but I'll just put a road there. Oh, we're paused. I was wondering what being built. All right, we got a small little city going so far. Nothing too big. Kind of take a look, see what there is. Now there's aqueducts here somewhere. Yeah, there's military because you can get attacked in this, but I don't think the hacking is very often. This is probably the aqueducts, right? There's probably here.
Father! There's someone in the courtyard.
No need to be alarmed, boy. I'm Marcus Cornelius Sulla. Surely you've heard of the Sulla family. Our name is well known in Pompeii.
Marcus Cornelius Sulla. To what do we owe this visit?
Ah, the man favored by the Emperor himself to rebuild Pompeii. How fortunate you must feel. And yet, how undeserving.
The Emperor entrusted this task to my family, and I intend to see it through. What is it you want, Sulla?
I'm here to remind you that the Sulla family has deep roots in this city. Far deeper than yours. Pompeii is not yours to rebuild alone. Remember that. Enjoy your moment. But know this. The Sullas do not forget when they are wronged. Power shifts, like the winds.
Father, what did he mean by that? I'm glad he's gone.
Nothing we can't handle, my son. But we must prepare.
We should build a prefecture and hire guards to ensure order in the city. Sulla's visit raises the risk of sabotage. We need to be ready.
So stuff can actually start happening now. I believe what we're looking for is over here. Got a prefecture right here. That's what we need. But we're going to put it right here. Connect it with a road. There we go. And with that finished building, yeah, so the water supply here is where you have like the aqueducts and everything. We have to research water supply to get that, so that's going to be down the line.
We're running short on slave labor. Build more shelters so the city can accommodate additional workforce.
Alright, so yeah, this is our slave labor right here. We have 3 out of 16. Philippians, we have 10 out of 12, and we have no Christians. So we need more shelters. I'm gonna do 3 shelters here. We're gonna do a road around them. There we go.
Father, I miss Mother and Sister. The house feels so empty without them.
I know, my son. I miss them too. But they will join us once we have built a strong and safe home here. For now, remember you are a Roman. Even as a child, you carry the strength of our people. Hardships only make us stronger.
Governor, I've prepared a report on the state of the city. You may review it together with your son. It will keep his mind occupied and teach him something valuable.
Alright, so we gotta look in here. All we gotta do is click through this stuff real quick. This gives us like a little overview. This is our research area. But it hasn't asked us to research anything yet. Should ask us to research this soon.
We're consuming more food than we're producing. Consider upgrading workforce expansion at the hunting camp to increase the number of workers and boost meat production.
Alright, so we gotta do upgrades.
We currently have a shortage of slaves without assigned tasks. To address this, I recommend building a shelter to accommodate new arrivals. This will ensure we have the workforce needed to sustain and expand the city. From now on, I won't remind you of such shortages directly. Instead, you'll be able to monitor this through the city's management interface. The city is growing steadily, but will soon need far more stone to continue building. Our current supplies won't last much longer.
Without enough stone, progress will slow to a crawl. What do you suggest?
We need to identify the best locations for quarries. I recommend we research more advanced techniques and tools. It will take time, but it's essential if we want to extract stone efficiently and ensure the city's continued growth.
Alright, so we gotta research quarrying. So we finally get to do that. Alright, we're back up to 9 slaves. Alright,
With
so
all the
quarrying
necessary
is done.
preparations in place, we now have everything we need to construct a quarry. It's time to build one and secure a steady supply of stone for the city's continued growth and development.
That should be here.
Quarries must be built against the edge of a mountain. Make sure part of the building is placed on the rocky slope.
Alright, we need to cut down some trees here. I'm gonna go ahead and add another house. Try to keep my slave labor up. No, just chopping down the trees now. Just want to clear a path so I can run a road over to the quarry over here. We found them. Oh, they built the house already. If I get this quarry built, this would be the first I've made it in the game so far. I think I see someone cutting the tree. Yeah, they're starting to come over to cut the trees. I see them. No, it's winter. I was wondering what happened to the trees. Let's bring this. And put that right there.
Father, I saw several people coughing and looking unwell as I walked through the city. Some were too weak to stand.
That's troubling to hear. It could be the beginning of an illness, spreading through the city.
It's likely a contamination issue. The lack of clean water could be the cause. Diseases often spread when people rely on polluted sources. I recommend researching ways to improve access to clean water. Once we've developed the proper methods, we can construct wells throughout the city. Providing clean water will not only combat the illness, but also improve the overall health of our people.
That sounds like the right thing to do. We need to act quickly before more people fall ill.
Alright, so we got research well techniques and construct a well. Okay, so that's in this. So I'm guessing it's this one. Alright, we've connected the road up to the stone quarry, so we're good there. One time we're here, I'm gonna see if we can upgrade the quarry. Alright, got it upgraded a little bit. And now we need to construct a well. I think we're gonna put the well right in this corner right here.
To the governor of Pompeii. Your swift progress in developing the city of Pompeii has not gone unnoticed. The Empire now calls upon you for a critical task. Preparations are underway for a campaign in Dacia. and I have ordered the construction of key bridges across the Danube in Pannonia to ensure the swift advance of our legions. To achieve this, I have dispatched the workforce from the quarries near Rome to assist in the effort, leaving us in need of additional stone. I must ask you to gather 500 stone blocks from your newly established quarry and have them ready for transport to Rome. As a token of my gratitude, and to support the accelerated growth of your city, you should be rewarded with 1,000 denarii. Imperator Trajanus Augustus.
Okay, that's not going to be easy to get done. Okay, we'll get the well established right there. Like collect stone blocks. We've only got pins so far.
There are still ruins of old Pompeii lying around. Demolishing them will give you valuable stone and iron.
Okay, so we're talk about this right here. Well, it's not that. It's up here. Right now, I can't do this because we're too far away. I'm just going to go back down to this city. This is my little city we got. And what can we do? Well, something's going on here. Oh no! I did not mean to do that. I forgot I was on demolish. Okay, we gotta build our wreck quarry again. Uh, I seriously did not mean to break the rock quarry. For some reason, let me put it back in the spot I had it in, so I'll just turn it into a double road there. Oh, okay, we are getting this. I wasn't sure. Maybe we are doing this up here. It's just gonna take a while. I'm gonna get my rock quarry back before, and then call it from there. Go ahead and save it and put it down. Oh, we're doing this too. Will we turn that down? Okay. All right, we're up to 25 of those 500 stones. Increase speed to get this all built. There we go. It's starting to build. All right, we got our rock quarry back. I'll finish these two things off right here. All right, we got 105 of the stone we need now. Probably should go ahead and upgrade this. All right, flip to 3. Yeah, what I was trying to do is figure out what this explanation point was. I deleted my quarry. Alright, let's slow time down. Guess we got this knocked out. Got that knocked out. Alright. Thought the game froze there for a second. So we're at 165 out of 500. Alright, I'm gonna save it here and call it a day.